have a traditional business with my husband and it does quite well. But the thing that people don't tell you about traditional business is that it's a lot of stress, a lot of overheads, a lot of risk, a lot of responsibility, a lot of stuff that's really not fun to be able to make it run. But we were in the car, had been invited to go have sushi with Scott, which we were excited to do. And in the car, there was just, I had this feeling, and I leant over to my husband and I went, he better not want to talk to us about one of those things. And the thing that I thought it was one of them, you know, that word, you know, the pyramid scheme. Now, for me, I had all these negative opinions and negative meanings about what that meant. And it wasn't until Scott explained that Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, and Jim Rohn are actually all huge advocates of this type of business structure. Not pyramid schemes, because they were made illegal in like the 70s. So no, not of that, but of the business structure that we use in this business, which people often assume is a pyramid scheme, even though they're illegal. So once he explained that, I was like, hang on a minute, I really have to ask myself, do I know more than Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, and Scott Harris in the way of helping people and growing a business that is just all about creating a lifestyle by helping people? And the answer was definitely a no. I'm humble enough to admit that. So with this, I was like, okay, cool. So explain it to me then. If it's not that, then what is it? But let me explain why it's not this. We go to Coles, Woolworths, all that kind of stuff. You've got a checkout chick. There's always one that's really lovely called Lisa. And above Lisa, you've got like your managers for each area, like the deli section manager, the, packing section manager. And then you got managers for each area of the state, say like SA Victoria. Then you got a whole bunch of other people like directors, and then you got the CEO. Now, Lisa can lose her job just by one tech change. Like if there is just self-serve checkouts, one tech change. And yet you see so many of the checkout people have unfortunately lost their job. Now, if Lisa wants to get to this position, she has to now compete with all of these other people who are probably her friends. That doesn't make for fun. But if she does get to this position, I've seen this in my own family, the people who get to these positions and move up are hard workers. They have an incredible work ethic. And what happens is they mostly get just a little bit more money, but they actually get so much more responsibility. Like they're expected to work more hours than they're actually getting paid for. And my sister went through this and I was like, dude, what are you doing? You don't get paid for those hours. She's like, yeah, but it's part of my job. But I'm supposed to have this, and this finished, even though it's just not realistic for her to have those things done. So you end up with more responsibility, more stress, less time with the family, less time to go on holiday, not much more money. So you're continuously trading time for money. And Lisa becoming the CEO of Coles or Woolworths just isn't going to happen. Doesn't matter how hard she works, it's just not going to happen. So when this was explained to me about how we all start from the same spot, doesn't matter if you are Scott Harris, who is an incredible speaker and coach, or if you just little old me or anyone from, we've even got people like Amanda from Uganda. There's anywhere, doesn't matter who you are or where you are, we all start from the same spot and we can all get to the top position. And this is my favorite part. There's not competing. It's not competing unless you want to have a friendly competition with someone, but there's no competing to get to the top. Like in traditional business, it is dog eat dog. People are ready to tear you down to get on top of you and get above you and in front. And this is no competing. You're actually helping people to get to the top. You got to raise someone else up. You got to help other people achieve what they want in their life. How freaking cool is that? What really drew me to this business was being able to hear from anyone who stood up and had success in this business that it was more than just financial abundance. That was an awesome part for them, but it was also about who they had become along the way, the personal growth, the self-worth that they had gained, and what it had meant for their family as well. And I don't want to have to go and sit in a hotel room and do like we do seminars and keep doing that for the rest of my life. I want to be a mum who can stay at home when I want or travel when I want and take my kids on holidays when I want, instead of having to only see the four walls of inside of a hotel room. So for me, it meant so much because now I get to empower so many different people and be a part of something bigger. And oh my gosh, it's more fun, way less stress, way like there's just not as much risk. It's incredibly fun. So I get to have fun and empower people as well. So I think we are throwing over back to you, Scott. You're throwing to Scott. Awesome. I'm throwing to Scott. Back to Scott.
Awesome. We always love some fun time with Jess. Thanks for sharing that. And certainly I think it's important. I had the same experience where it's like you think something's going to be this and it turns out to not be this. It actually turns out to be that, which is something different. We got some people launching their business tonight, brand new. I thought I might throw to my friend Vanessa. Vanessa and I done some coaching together the last couple of years, and she's been a counsellor before that. She's got a couple of kids, and so I might have Vanessa share her story tonight about the product and what it's done for her, and then she might just throw to her friend Di tonight, who's launching her business. So, Vanessa, I'd love to just hear about how's the product been for you, how's it shown up for you, and how's it impacting you?
Hey, Scott. Thank you. I've been on the product for about 2 years now, and I originally found out about it because I was asking questions about my son's skin. He's got quite dark olive skin, and he had this infection, like a fungus thing that was growing on his back, and it was turning his skin white. And at a young teenage boy years, it was kind of a bit confidence destroying. So we found this product, and it actually cleared up his skin pretty much straight away, which I thought was phenomenal. The other thing I liked about the product was you get to sponsor kids for free as well. So I thought, well, I might as well take it and see what it does for me. I've got diagnosed with a chronic illness when I was 11 years old, and I spent pretty much most of my teenage years and early 20s in and out of hospital. Fast forward a few more years, and 3 major surgeries later, I had some quite complications in just the ability to digest nutrition, and so my health was always quite precarious. These products, since I've been taking them, I've been personally taking them for the last 18 months, and I have to say my health has improved. I've never felt this good in my whole life. The last 5 years, I've had to have a vitamin B12 shot pretty much every 3 to 4 weeks, which my husband would give me, and he kind of enjoyed it, but I didn't. So it was really nice to know that I've had 2 in 18 months. So I'm really proud of that, and I would never not take these products. What they've done for me, and that's just the products. And then you've got the program, the JBT program. I always do try and eat healthy and want my kids to be very healthy. And it's hard. Karina mentioned it just before, standing in the kitchen at night going, what am I going to cook? Like, what can I do that's healthy, that's easy? Since I came across the JBT program, I can cook up dinners in 15, 20 minutes that are really good and healthy. The kids actually do like them too, which is a bonus. My little 5-year-old, he has a shake every single day. And I drop the capsules in that, so that keeps him super healthy to have that energy to kind of focus in school. He's only in grade 1, and my older one has one every morning for breakfast because that's easy as a teenager to make it and grab it and walk out the door. So we really find that the products and the program really fit nice for my family. But that's enough of me, and I'm super excited to have my friend Di launch her business tonight. So Di, over to you.
Di, I'm going to get you just to wave your hands for me. Perfect. You are on. Di, tell us what you're excited about and how Juice Plus came into your life.
Well, I'm excited to start mostly for my health. I am obviously, as you can see, carrying a few extra kilos. So I'm really looking forward to getting into the healthy side of the shred, which was actually what drew me to it. Vanessa has been a friend and counsellor of mine for several years, and when she suggested to me that this might be a way of helping with my health. This is going to sound really bizarre, but I've only actually been on the 3, the fruit and veg and the berries, and the other one, I can't remember what it is, sorry. That's how new I am. And I've had arthritis in my knee, and a lot of it's been carrying around in the weight and the inflammation. And in 10 days, I don't have as much inflammation on my knee. And people will probably say that's a load of rubbish, but I'm telling you, from walking around, I've been wearing high heels to work for the last 2 days, and I haven't been able to do that in months. So I'm very excited for if this is what it can do for me in such a very short period of time. I can only imagine what my health is going to be like. And I'm just very excited to be able to not only help myself, but I know that there's a lot of people that I will be able to lift up and help as well. They've got several issues the same. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and welcome. Certainly it's exciting being able to wear high heel shoes. And I always like to wear my high heel shoes to work. My wife usually argues with me about it. And certainly, Di, in the nicest possible way, we all look forward to seeing less of you. I know we all get excited when we get to see less of you. So, and it's really true. That's one of the cool things we love. I think we've all experienced that in the community. People have had amazing impacts from the product in a very short period of time. And it sounds like hyperbole or hyperbole, but it really is true. It's extraordinary what can happen. Then, as Vanessa said, you couple that and combine that with the ability to create great, simple, easy food as quickly as you possibly can. It's extraordinary. And the stories just go on and on and on about arthritis and eczema and headaches and skin and hair and fingernails, digestion, menstrual cycles. It's extraordinary that it's the stories we're building as a community. So with that, let's chat some more about the money. The business is exciting. I like money. My wife likes money. Most of us here want some more money. So we might throw to Shane and have Shane talk about different ways we earn income. Diane, you probably don't even know about these ways yet, but they're going to come to you. So let's find the amazing Shane and have him chat about a little bit about what are some of the different ways we can make money and what that means. If I can find him. Where are you, mate? Here he is. Good looking bloke that he is. Done.
Here, Scotty. So as you heard part of our story through Jess, one of the things I often get asked is, Shane, why did you join this type of business? And I consider myself of medium intelligence, and I've been running my own business with Jess for about 8 years now, and it does all right. And we love to do it because we get to impact lives. And I'm always looking at, I guess, the financial models of our own business, but then also this business model as well. And when Scotty started telling me about this business model, it made my ears prick up just how lucrative it can be, but also the amount of impact that you can make on people's lives as well. So to talk about how we make money in this business, in fact, the reason why I pricked up my ears and paid attention was the headline that you can actually make money 3 ways in this business. So let me describe how that happens. The first way is we find people that want to improve their health, that want to take their health to the next level, and we connect those type of people to the company. And then the company that creates the product, ships it out, it arrives at their doorstep. So you don't have to hold on to any stock, you don't have to touch it. It's like a form of drop shipping, which you may have heard that term being thrown around the last few years, where all you do is you find people and you connect them to the supplier ships it out. And so what you do is you make what's called retail profit. So you find some customers, you connect them to the company ships it out, and you collect a little bit of the retail profit from that. So that's one way we make money in this business. The second way we make money in this business is, and this is the main reason why a lot of us are in this business, is we collect a commission. And the way you collect a commission is you teach others how to be successful in this business. So you actually coach them. You use your experience and you use the system and you show people how to build their own business. You're really helping others create a lifestyle that they want. And what will end up happening is your business will have a life of its own. It's referred to as the beach money because eventually what will happen is you can be on the beach, you can be on holidays, you can be chilling out, having a great time, and money's still dropping into your bank account. And you can take maybe a week off, a month off, come back, and your business has actually grown with or without you. Again, it's one of the main reasons why we're in this business, for the commission. And so you actually get to help other people and lift other people up as well. And then the final way we make money in this business is through bonuses. And if you work for yourself, it's highly unlikely you pay yourself bonuses at all. You might be even likely to take a wage from your own business. And if you work for somebody else, you'll probably notice that a lot of bonuses aren't being thrown around much these days either. Most people are pulling tight on the purse strings. But the great thing about this business model is there are plenty of bonuses up for grabs quite early. It is referred to as the early money. It's also referred to as the fun money. There's like an unwritten, unspoken rule that with your bonuses that you collect, you should take some of that money and kind of use it for yourself and reward yourself for the fact you've been able to impact other people's lives, but you're also building your own lifestyle as well. So when you combine these three ways to make money in the business, it just makes sense. I mean, if you look at it from a business model perspective, for me, I'd be silly to ignore something like this. And not only do I love the product, do I love the people I get to work with, do I love the fact that I get to impact lives, but making money at the same time is quite cool as well. So I'm going to throw back to you, Scotty.
You are indeed, buddy. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. And yes, we all love lots of different ways to make money. So appreciate you sharing those. One last thing I want to share, actually two last things I wanted to share before we wrap up, and that is simply this. Let me dispel a couple of beliefs. Sometimes people think, gosh, hang on, to be in this business or this type of business, I've got to know a lot of people, and I'm not that sort of person. I don't have lots of Facebook friends and social media friends. I'm not tweeting and tooting and twatting, and I'm not very good at talking to people. So how does that work? What do I do? And so let me just share with you what my story looked like. It was pretty simple, and it was simple as this. My wife got into this business, Karina. She got into this business before me, in fact, a month before me, and didn't tell me about it. That's a conversation we're still having, trust me. And then I decided to get into this business, and so I did, and that was Scotty right there. And I got inside this business, and I went and had sushi, as Jess said, with Shane and Jess. And I had lunch with Shane and Jess and told them about the business, and they got involved in the business, and they did some pretty cool things and brought some customers on board, and they talked to their friend Emma, and Emma got on board the business, and she did some pretty cool things in the business. And then Shane and Jess talked to some other people they knew, and they all did some pretty cool things in the business. I talked to another friend of mine, Kathy. Kathy I'd known for quite a while. And so Kathy decided to get in board with the business. And Kathy loved the program and the product so much. She didn't really love the business that much, but she went out and shared the amazing, she had some great changes in her skin. She had eczema for a long, long time, and that all cleared up. She went out and got 70 customers, 70 retail customers, and was making a great income from that straight away, which is pretty cool. And then after a while, she went, gosh, I want to be involved in this business. And now she's gone crazy with building the business after a year of loving the products only. And then I showed the business to a friend of mine, Sally. And Sally lives down in Wagga Wagga. I don't get to see Sally nearly as often as I'd like because she lives in Wagga Wagga. Hopefully we'll get her to change that one day. And she did the same thing and went off and built the business and did some crazy things. And all of a sudden my business has got quite large and quite active. And the reality is the only three groups of people I knew there were Sally and Kathy and Shane and Jess. And yet all these other businesses grew as part of my business from just knowing one or two or three people. So you don't need to know 500 people. You don't have to have 1,000 friends. You don't have to have 1 million followers on Instagram. You just have to be able to share your enthusiasm with people in a cafe, in a bus stop. I've seen my friend Adam talk to people at the football. I've seen him talk to people on a ski chairlift in New Zealand. And I've seen people post and do things on social media as well. So don't worry about who you know. Just worry about how excited you are about either the health benefits, as you've heard from people like Vanessa tonight, or brand new people like Di, or the business benefits, which are really quite extraordinary. And I will say this. The other thing that certainly scared me and kept me away from this business for a long, long time was a fear that I didn't want to be one of those people. You know, one of those people that is just spraying and spewing your sales stuff all over people. I didn't want to annoy my family and friends. I didn't want to chase people down and drag out my whiteboard. I didn't want to invite people around for a barbecue on Sunday afternoon and then trick them into buying my vitamins and buying my supplements. And so that's not what we do here. You know, at Team Freestyle and Team Deliberate, we're really just about loving the program, loving the products, becoming raving fans of them, and then elegantly and kindly sharing with people an opportunity to get on board and either improve their health or improve their business, and both of those are good things. And whether you're looking to make, you know, $300 to $500 a month, or whether you're looking to make, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month, they're both good numbers that start to make life pretty comfortable, part-time from maybe 5 or 6 hours a week. Or whether you're looking for an opportunity to make, you know, $5,000 and $6,000 and $10,000 a month, that's certainly very possible in a 6 or 12-month window. That's certainly when life gets to be pretty fun. Usually somewhere between $6,000 and $10,000 a month, somebody comes home from work. Either dad stops going or mum doesn't go anymore, or sort of everybody starts to feel better about life. And then there are some pretty cool things where we've got lots of people we know that have gone on to build businesses where they're generating tens and tens of thousands of dollars a month. So I would say this. I'm 50 years young and I've been working for a long, long time, and I know how to make money. I have a traditional business and it makes money, but I have to work it. And what we love about building this business is you're building a residual income that continues to pay you again and again and again. You get to build a business on your time, so you get to do daddy care and mummy care, not daycare. You get to build a business where you're raising people up in their health and really serving them to create their own freedom and really own their own life. So they're all super exciting things to us. So if you're watching this, I would say, gosh, if not this, what? What are you going to do? You're going to keep working 40, 50, 60 hours a week for somebody else and pay 45% of your income in wages? Or you're going to keep running your own business and work 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 hours a week, risk exposure and marketing costs will run, and keep doing that for the rest of your life? Or you're going to maybe take back this opportunity. So wherever you're at, I would say this: if you're brand new, I would just say someone just needs to mute themselves. Someone just unmuted themselves. I'm not sure where it is. Just go ahead and mute yourself. There we go. It's Emma, found the naughty girl. I would just say this: if you're brand new and you're wondering what this is all about, and maybe somebody sent this to you, I would just reach out to them and say, hey, it looks good, it sounds good, it smells good. What do I do next? How do I get some products? How do I get lifetime access to the JBT program? How do I get to be part of the 8-week shred that's going on right now? Whatever it is for you, that's probably your next step. So with that, from my wife, Karina, thank you, my sweet. Thanks to Shane. Thanks to Jess. Thanks to Vanessa. Congratulations to Diane tonight for launching your business. Yay! Looking forward to you having an incredible journey in building your business. And with that, we appreciate you all. Have a beautiful night. Live very deliberately. Bye for now.